Oh. This looks like a...
Security protocol activated. Scan artist security credentials immediately.
This looks like a giant, one of the energy things I've been doing.
Well, well. After all these years, and Honor still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
So I've got to scan data. Add a phenomena report 02. Highly classified. Add a research material found inside the red metal facility. Interesting. So I guess I've got to just scan what I can, scan as much as I can, and
Okay.
may as well get this.
Something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
There's radiation all over the place. I think I've got some radiation protection, haven't I? Oh, they're appearing everywhere. I need to try and park the car somewhere where it's not going to get hit by it. I feel like I'm supposed to drive around this place. I keep getting out of the car and walking everywhere, but the game is it's a bloody driving game. There's a reason why all these areas are so wide open. Yeah, this looks like a giant one of the anchors. Like an enormous anchor. What are they doing? Maybe they're trying to stabilize the entire zone, so they'll have full control over it. So if they build an anchor big enough... Maybe. Well, we've got more lore. Another report. Is it going to say the same thing? Yeah, classified.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
I like I'm just doing all the work for them. I was just a casual, like, delivery driver. Just enjoying life, not doing anything, just having a little journey, driving around. Now I'm being their lackey. I feel like I want to walk up and scan it. It also looks like it's broken a bit, though, because that looks like... I think that's like a cover. That's meant to be on it. I'm going to guess there's one more of these things on the opposite side. That appears to be the way out, maybe, because it's lit. Oh, here's one. I'm going to turn the lights off. Let's not waste power. Alright, one more to scan.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
She doesn't want them to know. She knows. I think there's another one over there, isn't there? See, she's the villain. She's hiding information from them because she knows. She's getting the stuff she wants, but she doesn't want them to know. She's using them. She's using me. So glad the water in this game doesn't get electrocuted. That'll be an issue. Can I get up here without having to walk around? Maybe. Yes, I can.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. Poppy, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Ellen's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
I guess maybe there's one more on the opposite side. Is this telling me where to go? Or is that my marker? Am I here? Oh, wait, hang on. I don't think I've been here yet. I'm here. Where's my hammer? Mr. Broke. I'm walking around like, where am I supposed to be going? And there's like just clues everywhere. Here we go. Oh. Oh, I've already found that one. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can find more. I thought that would have been all of them, but there must be something else. Let's keep driving around. Maybe this one? This looks like it could be a new one. Let's not get too close to the tower. Good place for plasma, though. If I came back here. There's a lot of plasma generators knocking about. Shame you only get one for each of these. Have I been here before? Oh, I think when you smash the plasma generator, you turn the power off, don't you? What? There's something on the other side of this door. I'm going to guess it's not meant to be there. I don't feel like there's a way to open this door. Is that a computer? Oh, here we are. I didn't read this one.
Alan's lab notes.
Oh.
Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
And you're all clear.
Oh, done.
Give us a moment and we'll let you know what we found in all this data. You can make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place. And driver,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're very welcome, villain. I know. Drive to the stabilized access road. That's it then. I sort of thought that there would be something more dramatic happening here. How do you get out? Do you have to go out the way you came? No idea. Yeah, there's so many plasma. The thing is, I don't think plasma's going to be as important now as I thought it was going to be, because I was going to use it to convert into tree candy. This looks like a way out. But I don't need to now, because I found where tree candy is, so... Yeah, here we go. Cool, well, I can always come back if I want to do more looting. But it looks like this is the way out. I am free. Cool. More lore tidbits. I'm guessing I'm going to get a call from them when I get back that sort of explains a bit more about what we found and tells us where the next area is. Are these different anomalies? Yes. Moldy balloon. I thought they were the things that were firing out of the belching barnacles, but they're not. They're new. Let me get out of the zone of these and I'm going to read them. It's most damage my car's taken for a while, though. Take a look. So, I just discovered moldy. Ooh, corrosive squall. What's that? Don't recall seeing that. Transcript taken from psychiatrist briefing of Sergeant Dale Farrell, April 20th, 1969. I'm so sick of it, man. I'm so done with this place. You know how I felt looking at that giant bounding ball of death just heading down the street today? I felt like the whole world is out to get us. It isn't safe here anymore. We can't protect the scientists, the engineers, nobody. We've got these things out there shooting toxic snot every day, and they act like people don't exist. And they're mindless. It's not like you can reason with any of these things. You can't talk to them. I don't know how to predict how any of them will behave. I don't know what they want, if they want anything. All I know is what I want out. Every day we go out there, we're in danger like nothing I've ever seen before. And I can't sleep at night because I'm so scared. Because I don't know. I don't even know if the barracks are safe now. Listen to me, Chen. We're going to lose more soldiers. We're going to lose more people. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be doing this. Very dramatic. What was corrosive squall? Many acid rain has been an environmental hazard for years, but for those within the zone, it's outright existential threat, arriving with little warning and incredible, almost supernatural intensity. Okay, so acid rainstorm. I did say, I think, in a previous stream that it would be annoying if there was acid rain. That's going to be the Myers and Scorch. Am I going to need more acid protection for my car? Because I quite like having my impact and radiation resistance. I don't know. I guess I'll have to figure it out. Maybe if acid's going to be everywhere in these zones, maybe I need the acid. Anyway, that's for future Brad to worry about. Mission successful. 9 Kalim as well, so pretty good. And I've also got tree candy, which is one of the things I wanted. And Olympium fragment. Not thermostat crystals. So, all in all, a very successful mission. Oh god, I've got to go further. Junk conditions, none. I guess I have to go here. Maybe this is one of the ones we have to activate the towers to get out. So that seems to be the way that it diverts you out of a lot of missions. Because otherwise, if you didn't have enough Kalim, you wouldn't be able to get out. So let's just go and see. Like, I think the shield... What does the shield mean? Can't say I quite know what all of the symbols mean just yet. I think the Olympian parts have resistance to quite a few different things. So maybe that's like the ultimate upgrade. Is to get the parts that are resistant to most things. Okay, we have another Scorch area. Oh, it just has exit gateways. So there's no zone conditions in this. Oh, you just have to go home. I see. I mean, while I'm here then... Oh, where's the zone for these? I may as well collect these. Oh. Document 1 data.
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us
Deep
the
zone,
rundown
that's
on
what
the
it's
way.
called.
ARDA classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately ARDA made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. ARDA, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Allen to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
Ooh. I sort of zoned out at the start of that, but I'll be able to re-listen when I'm editing.
This second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave. The ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
Ooh, well, we're getting like full lore insights here. Just wish I'd been paying more attention. When I'm editing, I can just watch it back. Burt Bunny. So this was... I've not seen one of these yet. This is obviously the bunny variant for acid. We were right. The compound is organic. I'll transmit a full analysis shortly, but in the meantime, the acidic effects come from a solution that appears to be primarily a mix of formic and hydrochloric acid, while the gelatinous qualities come from a fatty substance that seems to include something very similar to palmitic acid. The mix is precisely balanced. Exactly how it's synthesized is a mystery. The closest comparison I can make right now is to insects that also create organic acids, though we both know that's a stretch. Are we sure these things aren't alive? Just radiation everywhere. Oh, more.
I've reviewed Dr.
So much
K's lab
lore.
notes, and now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Arda shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
Sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
Oh, go away. No. Bad. Bad jelly. Mmm.
You've got that accident record ready, Tobias?
Oh, get off me. I hate these things so much.
September 14, 1961. ARDA's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Allen were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then Alan...
Go on.
I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
Well, there goes my theory.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
Oh, keep going.
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique was
Top notch.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Alan didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well.
maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range. What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for Limtech. How many chances for total and utter
Fallout does a gal get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
Wow. She's not going to be a villain now, is she? I'm going to be completely wrong. I like my plot. My plot was great. My plot's much better than the real plot. Right, well, I'm going to follow the road round. Let's get the energy or let's get out. I'll pick up any resources I see on the way past, but we're at the point now where we need to get back to the garage and summarize the mission. But obviously this has been a very lore-heavy session. Like, we've read a few different things, but also just the story's progressed. We've got answers now as to what the remnants are. We've got answers as to how a lot of this happened and what happened to Oppie's bow. So yeah, I mean, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to, obviously, when I edit this back, I'm going to listen to it carefully and try and ascertain a bit more, because I feel like, you know, I'm streaming, I'm concentrating on so many things at once, I don't really get to appreciate the story the same way. Ooh, and you here is 5. Let's read this while we're here, just so I don't have to add it to my list. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I feel like I have the, I'm so distracted by so many different things, I often miss out on what's happening, so... At the start of the next session, I hope to be able to summarise a bit better what I've just listened to. But let's read Theories 5. So there are these things flying around in the zone at night, and I know for a fact they're all robot owls. The thing is, like real owls, they're all mocking us. The big reason they put those big walls is because the owls use a kind of infrasound, a low frequency stuff, and so you don't quite hear it, but it gets into your subconscious. They mock you and you feel bad about yourself, and you walk around feeling like you should have tried harder to be a baseball player, or that you bought the wrong shoes. So those walls block the infrasound. Thing is, it's actually really tragic, because the walls absorb the bad vibes and then they feel sad themselves. Sent by KW. I wonder if you can figure out who this is. Like, why put initials if they're not going to link to someone else in the story? I actually wasn't going to stream tonight, but I'm kind of glad I did, because one of the things about when I work my morning shifts, it always feels like the weeks just aren't that long, and that I don't really get to do much with the time. But I've really enjoyed this stream. It's been quite nice actually doing a stream where I'm not drinking anything, because it's allowed me to be a little bit more focused on the game. I don't mind drinking streams. I think like, on occasion I think I just need to not do them. Oh, I'm running away from the car. It's quite hard to see the car sometimes, because I've done it in red and I'm in a red area. Camouflaged my own car. I know there's another tree out there, but I'm good for now. I kind of want to just get back to the garage at this point, because my car's got a few yellow parts. Oh, I've also burst another tyre. Oh, it's just constant. Oh, it's not burst, it's loose. Wonder why the tyres are taking so much of a beating. You know one thing I've not read yet? This truck. Tow truck. Origin unknown. Oh, this is long for a bloody truck. I'm just going to scan it. I've had a door stolen by the floating things. Battery drained by pouncing things. Wheels ruined by spiky things. Dragged into a tree by the others. I think I've heard about those ones. I'm going to have so much energy. I'm going to be able to buy everything. Even the stuff I don't want. Just watch all the acid just appear in front of me now. There it is. Oh, that's that acid ball. Okay, I think that's the last of the energy in this area, so I think I'm ready to leave. Oh, hang on, another one's just appeared there. Oh, I think it was already there. I reckon I can drive back from here, can't I? Because that looks like a low route. I'll just have to slip off the edge of this hill and try not to crash. Oh, this is steeper than I thought it was going to be. You know what? Committed. I can repair the car when I get home. As long as I don't smash into something incredibly dangerous. I mean, this probably doesn't do my tyres any good, does it? Ooh. Well, I don't know what I hit then. Lump of terrain, I think. Car's still good. I think I've got damage to this door, but it should be fine. Sweet. That was easy enough. I would say painless, but I did crash. Oh, those bloody jellyfish things better stay away from me. I hate them. The bubblegum buddies. They're so annoying. Anything that nicks your stuff. As soon as I grab this, I think they're lured over as well. I'm sure they get attracted to these. Let's test this theory. Oh, they're definitely heading this way. No, stay away. Bad. These are cute. Little patches of, like, pops of colour. That noise doesn't sound particularly pleasant, though. Right, I have plenty of unstable energy. Absolutely worthwhile journey. We're up to... I'm going to guess 11? 11.6? Oh, the door didn't close. I really wish you could reach over and close this door from the inside. Okay, let's figure out what the edge of this is. About there. And let's get ready for my exit. It's been a very long, dangerous drive, but it's time. How steep is this? I think there's low ground. That's why this is a slightly different colour. I should be able to get back if I drive around this way. As you can see on here, this route there should take me. So I'm going to mark that there so I know which way I'm going. And let's activate. Sweet. Don't matter if I get a little bit of extra damage now, because I'm on my way out. That would be helpful. Belching. Nope. Acid. It's one of the most successful trips I've had, I think. Like, nothing majorly went wrong. Yet. And, what a weird thing to crash into. Yeah, nothing majorly went wrong. Collected loads of resources I didn't have and bumped the story up. Maybe it's because I wasn't drinking and driving this time. Alright, before I go in, I'm going to have a quick park and I'm going to see if that little, you know, the purple thing, the payload that sometimes drops. Am I going to get one? Is it going to be nearby? So I'm safe here, like, nothing's going to happen while I'm waiting here. It doesn't look like there is going to be one. Oh well, let's go. Ooh. I got a trophy. But it hasn't popped up. That's because it's on a loading screen. And we're back. Oof. Big trip. Logbook's 35.
Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Right, yeah. That. You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? that scientists conjure up genius at will.
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right. But I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
What's the car doing? This is a quirk I've not seen before. I can't... What's making it do it? Something's making the car drive forwards. Is it reversing? Because that's a problem. Let's turn it off. I feel like I would have seen that one before. If it was every time the car goes backwards, it goes forwards. So I think I know what these two already are. This one is... car... jolts forwards. What would these two be? Let me just... I've got plenty of energy. Battery, car... Let's try car moves backwards, because that seems to be what was doing it. Okay, well something's making a jolt forwards. We got anything else? Radio switches on. The radio was on because I was listening to a broadcast, listening to them talk, right? So maybe when radio stays on, car moves forwards. Radio toggles because it goes on and off as the broadcast is coming through. So possibly. I'm just going to scan that one. I don't want to waste loads of time. 2.5. I've got tons. Switch is off. I mean, that would be annoying if I hadn't figured that out, wouldn't it? Perfect. Alright, there's one of them. There's 3 others as well. Ugh. That's a bad one. That would have been so bad out and about. Every time someone talks to me on the radio, it messes the car up. Alright, I'm going to sort these out in between sessions, because what I do is I do all of the admin stuff in between the sessions. You know what, I'm going to do this now so I have to listen to it and log back in. It's still not an international incident if we don't tell anyone. There are a lot of Canadians in the world. Who's going to miss 16? Were these the ones where they were hiding out? There was a message about that. Yes. Big progress made. Big story progressed. Pick up blueprint from Oppie's pneumatube. May as well do that now. Let's get everything done until she's like, let's go to this next location. Oh, so... Blueprint for a limb shield. Oh. What's the limb shield do? Battery cost is significant, but in retrospect, it was obvious that the protection and suspension of size semi-magnetized plasma ions in rapidly oscillating spinal field would prevent substantial physical damage. Ooh. Maybe this means you can survive longer in, like, horrendous zones. But maybe you need, like, tons of battery to work.
Anomalies took up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Yes, and?
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the deep zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could reroute our power into the deep zone? But we'd need to jumpstart the network somehow.
That car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels. The driver induces a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
They'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
I don't know what to tell you.
This sounds like it's going to be
The driver
awesome.
in that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This could work. Are you in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail, and fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
Come on, Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
Yeah!
All right. The team is assembled.
Driver, Driver, get on with building that limb shield. We'll work on spinning up the power grid in the meantime.
Oh, how much is it going to cost to build? Why is it saying I've got none of the stuff? I absolutely have all of this stuff. That's weird. Oh, it's there now. One more. I can do this now. That's easy. It's easy. Is it a bumper? Limpulse emitter. Is it like a replacement for the Limpulse emitter? Store items for your drive in the car trunk. Oh, you need to take it with you. Does it have to go in the trunk? My trunk's used for lots of other stuff. Cross the old wall.
We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Okay, so where am I going to be going in the next session then? Here. Oh, I'm going into the deep zone. Big stuff. How do you even get there? I guess, from here maybe? That arrow's pointing this way. Well, anyway, that's the job for the next session. Right, well, I mean, I've got so many more resources that I can upgrade stuff with now. And I've got a ton of unstable energy to start unlocking things with. Still no corrupted energy, though, so there's going to be some stuff I can't get yet, which is annoying. I feel like you should get the corrupted energy a bit earlier, because I don't think there's too much left of the game, and yet there's so many things I don't have. Like, the one that repairs the car whenever you get back to the shop, that would be useful. I feel like that would be a good one to have, like, in the mid-zone-ish to push towards, if you put the time in to get it. No, sweet. Okay, well, yes, successful session. Oh, it's doing that thing again. There I am, big Brad. Ah, well, loads of lore, loads of goodies, and yeah, loads of... Let's just appreciate Brad's car. It's just so good. Next time you see it as well, it'll be a completely different colour and design, because I like doing that between sessions. I've managed to read through a lot of my stuff as well. I didn't get through all of the frequency files. I think I should have gone through some more of those to get those out of the way. So I'll do that next time. But it looks like the next time we're going to be trying to get into the deep zone. And by the sound of it, the deep zone might contain completely new anomalies. You know, I was complaining about the area feeling like it might be a bit samey. Considering how many anomalies we've yet to discover, all these are going to be in the new zone. So maybe the new zone is just completely different. Like, it's completely anomalous area for the weird stuff. But anyway, let's not ramble, because this video is already going to be quite long. So, YouTube people, hope you're enjoying things. Twitch link in the description if you want to watch live. And, yeah, Patreon support and all that jazz. Best YouTuber ever. The thing is as well, I'm recording this, but there are so many... I think I've got 11 episodes in lieu, and I think I've only released maybe 2 or 3. So this, you're probably going to be seeing this in about 8 weeks' time for when I'm recording this. I'm recording this in September. So hello to the future. Hope the world is better than it is now. It's not going to be, is it?